All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Word with Ty Brownlow. I am your host, Ty Brownlow. Remember, no one is worthless, no story is worthless. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we going all the way to the South, to the big Texas, the big state. Don't mess with Texas, y'all better recognize. But joining me all the way from Fort Worth, Texas, because it's hot down there, y'all, okay? It's hot. But hey, but joining me all the way from Fort Worth, Texas, give it up for V3NUS.
Hey,
What's going on?
fuck it town in the house. Yeah, it is hot. It's hot.
Yeah, it's hot down there. Look here. Hey. But, I mean, look here. Just gonna let y'all know, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Seriously, like, man, I know we have people on the platform and I know we support. This is no different, but I'm just gonna put a little extra on this. Look here, ladies and gentlemen. I know I don't say this often, but I know I'm talking to a star.
Wow.
I'm gonna tell you why I know that I'm talking to a star. Okay, but we're gonna get into that all in a second. Like, Ty, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Okay, so we gonna run down here what Miss Venus, does here, when she's, just not taking walks out here in this hot summer, Texas heat. But singer, songwriter, and as a matter of fact, number 29 on the urban digital charts, the single Moscato. Okay, let's talk about it for a second. So first and foremost, welcome to the platform.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.
You are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. Now, I know we talked before we started, recording or what have you, and I gave her flowers. I'm gonna give her flowers again watching on the show in front of y'all, but I just wanted to let it be known. But you have a single out now called Moscato, as I said before, number 29 on the urban digital charts. Can you just talk a little bit about this?
Yeah, and actually it's number 28 now. Woo woo, progress.
Okay. All right, come on now. Progress now. Come on.
And so no, Moscato is, it's a little ditty that I wrote a couple years ago, just to express, just compare a good relationship, the feeling of love to a glass of wine. I don't drink much, but if I do like a good glass of Moscato. Okay. And so that was something that I wanted to compare it to because, just like wine, you got to let things breathe. You want to savor in the moment. You want to take little sips of it. You don't want to go too fast or rush it. You want to just enjoy it and savor it. And so that's why I wrote Moscato. Just something to feel good, something people can dance to and just, vibe with and just, express good love,
Okay, all right. So I know this is sort of cliche sometimes when people ask, but if you could describe your sound or if you had to describe your sound, what would you say it was?
That's a good question. My sound is mixed, and I say that because what's out now is not the full culmination of my sound, but I like a very pure mellow tone, and I love creating timeless music, things that I think can last in the atmosphere long after I'm gone and people will listen to. I love telling stories, and so my sound kind of encompasses just a wholeness and a gratitude for everything around me, everything that's important to me. And I have influences, of course, in my sound, like Sade and Chrisette Michele and a plethora of other singers. But there's influences, but just staying true to the gift that God gave me and the tone and the resonance that I have.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So organic.
Very. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Look, I mean, I am on the level playing field. I'm taking in everything that's around me, but I'm just gonna, give you all who I am, and correct. I'm just gonna let y'all know, people. Okay, I didn't already told her, so I could tell y'all because I didn't already told her. She got a song called "Live a Lie." Look at it. I'm just gonna let y'all know right now. All right, fellas, fellas, I mean, look, first of all, okay, I want to say something, and I want to ask you this, and you've done shows, you've done music constantly.
Yeah.
Is it men or women sometimes who come up to you and give you the most surprising compliments?
Men, and men do gravitate to Live a Lie. Men gravitate to Live a Lie, and don't get me wrong, women. Really, on my analytics, I'm very much 50-50. It is right down the middle, smack down the middle. But when it comes to that song there, my brothers, I speak to them through that song. And
Yes, you do. I'm trying to tell y'all. Bros, look, y'all know your boy ain't gonna teach you to beat you. I'm trying to tell you right now. She has a song called Live a Lie. It will talk to you. And it will take you places, and it will have you in these moments where you're like, man, and honestly, I just feel that speaks to you and your talent first and foremost. And I told you this, but I'm gonna say it in front of everybody, y'all. She got range, okay? I mean, man, as she said before, a little country, rock and roll, little pop, what have you. She can do it all. And to me, okay. There's talented, and then there's just that extra step that you just have sometimes that not a lot of people have, and I feel you have that extra step if you go through and you check the range of music. So props to you. So I kind of figured men love Live a Lie, because I'm like, look here, they talk about brothers being, this and the other. Brothers love R&B. I don't know what they want to do. Look here. Brothers love R&B. Yeah, I know I'm putting it up. Y'all ain't gotta hurt me. Yeah. Brothers love R&B. Okay.
It is true. And I love that. I love that I'm able to talk to both sexes, and I like the song that we're gearing up to release. One of the bigger songs in the fall is called Coffee, and I don't want to skip ahead, but it's also one of those things that speaks as a woman where men don't get to hear us say sorry too often, and I just wanted to give y'all that, and so
Venus. Look.
Just
I'm just gonna say Venus for president, y'all. We just gonna make Venus president. We just gonna make a president. Man, come on now. Look, yeah. I just did a show about accountability and how sometimes on social media, a lot of times you don't see that enough, or it's all one-sided. And I'm sorry, I know a lot of people, you can't go off of what people say about social media. It ain't about you. It's about the people who are really paying attention to what's going on with social media, and they're forming their views and all these other things off social media. They're not listening to mom and pop or whoever,
Right.
Twitter and all these Spill and all these other platforms, that's what's, pretty much getting their brains. But to have something, to have a record that speaks to that, to like really what's going on, and seriously for men to hear, I'm sorry, or, look, my fault. Man.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. All right, Coffee. Okay. So that's coming in the fall?
Yeah, it's coming in the fall. And
okay. Okay.
Props to you and everything that you've been doing. Just wanted to, because one of the things I did is, I do my research as well. And I love the interview you did with Dr. Frida, and it talked about relationships and stuff like that. And as you noticed, I like to write about those things.
Dr. Frida Bomber, yeah. Shout out to Dr. Frida, because she kept it real, though. She kept it real. And I had to keep it real with Dr. Frida about a whole bunch of stuff. So, that's just what I do.
It was a good interview. And so, but I love talking about those things that connect us, those things that keep us together. I want to keep relationships together. I want to keep people together. I want to keep love going. and enduring. And so we have a lot of music that will tell you to go cheat, tell you to go do this,
Right.
have your side chick and have the side man, and you don't need a man and all this. We have all that. I'm just trying to give us something that makes sense, you know. And so,
come on, girl, man. Come on through, Venus. Come on. I'm telling y'all, Venus for president. I'm just putting it down. When is it? 2024, 2026, whatever, man. Look here, y'all. Let's just go ahead and get it out there now. So I like to ask about people's aha moment. So let me phrase it in this way.
Okay.
You're a singer-songwriter. Which came first, the singing or the songwriting?
Okay, that's a great question. So for me, I grew up singing. However, when it became, when I was aware of the talent I possessed and the need and my purpose, which is to utilize the talent, I wanted to become a songwriter. That was where my heart was. I wanted to write for artists. I wanted to be the words behind their voice. And so that was harder than I thought it would be, because when nobody knows who you are, nobody's going to just be, you know, you can't get a song to Adele, you know.
Right.
Adele's not knocking on your door to say, hey, Venus, you write a song. So I had to become the artist then and say, you know what, I'm going to put my songs out myself. And then I can help other people. And so the songwriter, she was there first, but the artist arrived on the scene first. And so, yeah.
So I have to ask, do you remember the very first song you wrote that you knew that you had it, and what was the name of it, or what is the name?
It's under a different artist name, but I remember the very first song I wrote. And actually the very first song I wrote was called All in My Head. And I got to perform that song in front of Andre Harrell in Houston. And that's when
Are you serious?
I had All in My Head, and then I wrote another song for a contest with Ludacris and Magnum Trojan, and I won third place in that competition. And so I knew I had something. I was like, okay, I can do something with this.
Okay.
First two songs out the gate, you know, and so I've just been writing ever since, you know. I had a band. I stepped away from music for a little bit, but I never stopped writing. And which is why I have my catalog is so large, because I've always been a writer, and that's what I enjoy doing. So.
Okay. So first of all, I'm just letting you know right now, I'm loving this conversation. Okay. I'm just loving how this conversation is going. Okay.
Likewise.
Just as side note there. Okay. Anyway, so I want to ask, so when it comes to like picking sounds, picking, I guess, beats or what have you, and just knowing the right sound.
Yeah.
Because some of y'all gonna get mad, but that lets me know I'm talking to a star, because not only does she know music, she knows range. Every song that I'm listening to, I'm not listening to like you're picking like great beats, you're picking great sounds, like the sounds that you're picking. So, okay, so answer me this: is it more that you're picking these sounds, or this is just what I personally think? I think that you're so, man, like you've reached the point, I guess, almost like Neo in the first Matrix, when he realized, like, oh, I am the one and I can do all these things. Like I can like adapt my sound to whatever track. So is it, I mean, because that's just what I personally think it is, because I'm just listening to it and I'm like, okay, I'm like, no, dude, like, no, man, like she's like taking it a step higher. Like this ain't that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
It's both, actually. So I am very picky with the sounds that I utilize that I write to.
Okay.
On the flip note, I can write to anything, you know, for the most part. but of course it has to move me in some way. I'm doing great. How are you? Sorry about that. It has to move me.
Okay,
And,
come on.
and so once it moves me, I can adjust my sound to fit what that artist has composed. And I can do that because, I used to compose music myself, and, grew up playing classical music. I was classically trained on the piano. So with my classical background, I hear an array of, sounds and notes and chords and things like that. So the production is the first and foremost thing to me. It catches my ear. If somebody comes with a good production, I'm like, okay, I got you. And I let the track tell the story. If it's going to speak to me, and that kind of determines which direction I'm gonna go.
I look, y'all, I'm just over here smiling because you really have to understand like the science of sound. And I talk about that. Like, you really have to understand the science of sound. Like, there's a science to everything. There's a science to sound. There's a science to like octave to sound. Like, if I do something here and say something but if I like range my voice in a certain way, that vibrates off that and that gives you this. But I don't know. I'm just a dude who hosts a podcast show, or
No, you're
talking
you're
to I don't know.
No, you're a dude who hosts a podcast. That's absolutely correct. There is definitely a science to it, down to the amount of sound that you hear, down to the the wavelengths and the decibels. There's science, and the greats know how to put that stuff together. It's like the alchemist, a chemist, almost in the lab.
You better talk this talk, girl. Talk this talk. Talk it, man. Talk it.
So you're literally it's like working alchemy. That's why music is so powerful. That's why it's so important to put the right vibration, the right lyric, with the right tones into your music, because it speaks to our spirit. Yeah, that's the science. Science is all around us. We are the science. And so I am very careful what I put out into the universe. I'm very careful what sounds and tones I use, what production I use. Those all of it matters. And I try to, like I said, create the music that I feel is going to be timeless, that's going to outlive me, and people are going to connect to.
Okay. All right. So, look, my personal favorite is Live a Lie. I done already told you what it was. You already said a lot of men like that. But if you were just gauging, like, what do you think? Which one of your songs currently do you think would be? Because I know you got a ton of them. I know, but I'm just talking about the ones that you have on your YouTube.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Because I know you got like 1 million of them, and I know you got some, man, look here, like, this ain't even scratching. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just walking past, they making pizza, and we just smelling the dough right now. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even seen what they didn't put on there. I don't even know what she cooking in. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just smelling the dough right now. So these are just, dough smellers. But out of these dough smellers that you got right here, if you had to pick one that, like, this is probably like a soundtrack, to my life or what have you, which one would it be?
Live a Lie is my baby. Live a Lie is my baby. And I think that's why people connect with it so well, because they can feel the passion that I have in it. Yeah. And so Live a Lie is my baby. However, like I mentioned earlier, Coffee is coming out. And that's the one I would like people to be on the lookout for. That's coming in the fall, though. You don't have to wait a little bit, because I got one dropping next month on the 25th, which is Greenlight. Gonna get a little it's like a new age, old school Tina Marie type feel. I just shot
over, bro. Come on now.
Yeah, I just shot the music video for it Thursday. We just shot that music video, so you'll be seeing.
Oh, that's okay. All right. So See, y'all didn't know I had that little bit of intel, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is supposed to go down a little bit earlier, but she was doing superstar things, you know what I'm saying? But man, I came to get y'all the scoop, and I just got y'all the scoop. So y'all see.
Yes, because we were supposed to meet on today. That's right. Yes.
No, I love it. I love it, man. Look, so, okay. Now, I want to talk to you as an artist, okay? Because I guess this past weekend, but by the time we're recording this has probably been a couple of weekends, but the BET Awards, okay? We just had the BET Awards. There was a lot of talk about the BET Awards, the way it was ran, this, that, or what have you. I'm not really here to talk about that per se. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what other people do. I want to talk about it from an artist perspective, especially, look, we're all trying to get to a certain plateau, all right? Man, yeah. I want to see V3NUS on stage performing at the BET Awards. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know there's a place for V3NUS on stage at the BET Awards, So can you just talk about, like, as an artist, independent, even major or whatever, just starting out, like, how important it is to visualize yourself on those types of platforms?
It is so important to have a vision. This is how we are able to manifest the things that we want. If you don't know what it is you want, if you can't see it, how do you attack it? How do you have a plan of action? How do you have an end game? You have to see the end game. And so it would be an amazing experience to be able to perform at the BET Awards. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to this year. But hopefully here in the near will be. And hopefully it'll be running smooth and it'll be back in order, and less chaotic.
Right. Okay.
Because my energy doesn't align with that. So
Right. No. I mean, I feel you. Hey, and look here. But we're going to talk about some of that in a second, because I know part of that was writer strike, and when you don't have these writers, and I'm just going to say this. Look, y'all, man, whoever the powers that be that sit on top of that mountain looking down on everybody, man, look here, just run that bread, bro.
That's on.
That's it. That's all. Man, look, people just want to be compensated for what it is that they do. At the end of the day, that's all it is. I mean, I have bills. I'm hungry. I have a family. I like to go on vacation. I like to wear nice stuff. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Pay on people for what it is that they do that make you all that money. I'm all.
No one in the industry doing anything for free. They're not.
No.
Be real. This industry is not one that you're going to come in here doing anything for free or getting anything for free for the most part. There's always give and take here. There's always compensation. People are using their talents and they expect to be compensated for those talents and those gifts. And that's just. Yeah.
So before I get into my big question, I want to ask this question real quick because I want to talk about the artistic side of V3NUS. Because you have so many different styles. I've seen the videos or what have you, and I've just seen the looks. Is that you? Do you have a stylist? And where does the look come from? Like, how did you develop, man? Because I seen the one, I think it's like the bluish or purple or what have you. And yeah, I'm like, okay, this is like, okay, like you, okay, is there like a multiverse out there? Like, I mean, man, like y'all going to these places, y'all ain't telling the brother what a multiverse is. So y'all just leaving me out here, huh? Like I'm just stuck on this ghetto planet, right? Okay, cool. It's cool. It's cool, Vince. It's all right. It's okay.
Well, I am V3NUS,
Right.
And so, I didn't originate here. I'm out there already.
All right. See, come on now. Talk to me, girl. Talk to me.
I'm just bringing y'all to where I'm at, and that's it. I just wanted, I was able to work with a stylist, a team. I was able to put a team together that understood my vision, of who Venus is,
Mm-hmm.
and what I wanted to display to the world, something Afrofuturistic,
Yes,
um,
I love it.
and just kind of embracing my essence. Venus is the goddess of love. Um, Venus, also in Hebrew dialect, it is is the morning star. It's also the I am. There's a lot of beautiful meaning to Venus, and so that's why I wanted to bring all that beauty and essence into the looks that I went for. Um, on the video, you'll see something, normal, little toned down, just a regular chick next door. But my initial coming outs and my photo shoots, I like to be able to um, show those what people call alter egos, or you know whatever. But I just want to show people who Venus is.
Well, I just call them the other dimensions of yourself. That's
I
just
like.
who they are. Because like an alter ego, like, come on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It doesn't sit right, does it?
Right, like, my alter ego can be me showing up here to work. I can play worker. To me,
Right.
that's an alter ego. No, hell up out of here, man. Anyway, no, I love it. Okay, so I have a question. I want to present this to you. It's something that's becoming a little bit bigger as of late. But artificial intelligence. Okay. It's been a big talk in a lot of different aspects in education and the workplace or what have you. But I want to talk about musically, because there's been like some interviews. I want to say I was speaking with someone. They were talking about Timberland. He did like a YouTube video like a while back talking about he always wanted to work with Biggie, and that was always his dream. And he presses a couple of buttons, and it was a Biggie verse that we've never heard before, that he just made up AI, just out of nowhere. So I just want to ask you, because and I am wholeheartedly serious about this when I say this. You are an artist in its purest form. You know what I'm saying? You ain't out here just glammed up. Yeah, let's slap this glam on it and then just put it up here and let's cue whatever we're going to cue and then work the lights. Nah, that ain't what we do. Yeah. You're a real artist. You know what I'm saying? So there's levels that we would never really see.
Yes.
To you. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool because we're not supposed to. But
yes.
I just want to know your thoughts. Like, do you feel it's a pro? Do you feel it's a con? Do you feel it's even? What are your thoughts on artificial intelligence in the music industry?
That's a loaded question. That's a real tough one. I have concerns. Like you mentioned, myself as an example, having an artist in its purest form is an experience, right? We get this connection with this being that is like us but not like us, and we get to connect on a whole nother level. And when you put AI in the mix, there's gonna be something missing in that connection, because you're gonna be like, oh, it sounds like that person, but it's not, and there's gonna be a disconnect there. Now, some people will rock with it because there's different levels to this to understanding. There's different levels to this, and we're not all on the same level. But I think some of us are not going to be able to connect with the music. It'll sound good, but I don't know. I think it just takes away from the artist. He's like the Timberland example that you brought up. Like, Biggie's gone, and he left us some great music. Why do we need to create more music from a man that is not here? I think that's, I don't know. I don't like it. I think I don't want anyone creating music with my vocals after I'm gone, because it's not my music. It's your music that you put my voice on. And you mentioned being in a pure form. That's the unpurest form of artistry, I think.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna use AI, use it for your own voice. Like use your own voice. Don't, you know. I don't know how to say that. I just don't see it as a, again. I've heard some other artists out there like that they put verses on, and you were like, you almost couldn't tell, and that's a scary thing. Like it's scary to me actually, because go ahead.
So fake, it's real.
It's real, and I don't like that. I have that. That's just like us using fake food. You know, eating fake. So fake is real, but what is it doing to you? What is the purpose?
Come on now, talk. Girl, look here. You gotta preach this gospel, man. Come on now, talk now.
You know, what are we really doing here? We have so many great artists that are living out here trying to make it, that are trying to, have great music that the world needs to hear. Why are we digging up vocals for people that are gone, creating new songs for them, and they're not here anymore? Like, what are we really doing?
You know what we doing.
And that's unfortunate. That's the unfortunate part. And that's the industry. And that's why, you know, I love discovering talent in the indie market, you know, and the independent artists, because we're still here out with good hearts, good intentions, and just trying to give good music, you know. And I think there's a lot of people that just want the good music without all the gimmicks, without all this. Yeah.
Look, I'm just gonna let y'all know, Moscato, okay? She dropping coffee. And what's the other one that you're doing?
Oh, green light. Look out for that.
Green light, okay? And that's coming in a couple of weeks, right?
Yeah, on the 25th.
On the 25th. Okay, so look here. No, all right, because we just ended up here talking like it's up. All right, so look here. If people want to like watch these videos, they want to know more about you, this, that, or what have you, how can they do so? Where can they find you?
Absolutely. Thank you for asking. I am Who is V3NUS on all social platforms. So if you want to keep up with me, find out what I'm doing, see like up-to-date videos and stuff, find me on Who is V3NUS on Instagram first, Facebook, YouTube. On YouTube, I'm youtube.com/V3NUS, V3NUS. The E is a 3. My website is whoisv3nus.com, and of course you can find me there and go to all my socials from there. I'm on all streaming platforms. You can't miss me. You know, I'm here.
She here, y'all. Look, man, seriously, y'all. Seriously, support. Man, Moscato, 28 on the charts right now. You know what I'm saying? We got more heat coming, you know, but in the meantime, while y'all doing all that waiting for the new heat, go check out Live a Lie. Go check out Blameless. Go check out Next Body. Go check out the whole catalog, okay? All right? Whoisv3NUS.com. Check it out, all right? I don't know what else to tell you, you know what I'm saying? But don't worry, you know, for those of y'all that don't really understand the English so well, I'm going to put it in the link for y'all so y'all can understand that. Okay, there you go. Okay, bye. All right. So, on that note, moving on. We've come to the last question, but this is the question that my show is known for. But I am very, very interested to hear your answer. V3NUS, what is the one word that best describes you and why?
Hopeful. You know, there's one thing to walk by faith, but there's another thing to have hope. We need the hope that there are better days. We need the hope that tomorrow will be better than today. We need hope that there's a change that's going to come. My favorite song is Sam Cooke, A Change Is Going to Come. That song was about hope, you know, in a reality where, people have lived through some dark times, and we're still going through some changes as a species, as humans. And I like to keep hope as the basis of everything that I do, and I put that in my music because I want people to be able to, just like next body, you have a breakup and you have a bad relationship, but there's always the next one, and you hope for better things, and so I think hopeful would be the word for today that describes me.
Okay. Okay. That's nice. I like
That's
that.
today. It changes, but today I think it's hopeful.
What word would I give this? No. You know what? Necessary. Let me break it down. Venus. Goddess of love, right?
Yeah.
Love is necessary, right?
It absolutely is.
Oh, okay. You just no. I mean, but that's necessary. Who you are, your whole aura, what you're bringing, your music, the message behind the music. At that, yeah, okay. Like, there's one thing to look at the aesthetics and be like, oh, okay, yeah, that's nice. But it's a whole nother thing to look at the aesthetics, but look beyond what you see and be like, oh, okay, like, that's heavy. Okay, and like, that's real. Okay, yeah, see, all right. I need to, okay. So you're either gonna look at what you looking at in front of you, or you looking at the overall picture. But it's all, you know what I'm saying? Because, come on now, So yeah, man, like, I mean, I'm not joking. As when New York people say, dead ass. I'm dead ass, I ain't got no Timberlands or nothing, but I'm dead ass, So, but I really feel that I'm interviewing the next star. And I just love your whole vibe. I love what you're bringing. Keep pushing, okay? Yes, you will be on the stage, BET, Stella, whatever. I don't really man, like, so look, are you coming to Chicago anytime soon? You doing any shows in Chicago?
I sure hope so. But as soon as I have something down, I will definitely have Tangie let you know. We would definitely let you know. I have met some amazing people from Chicago, you included. And so, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's only a matter of time till Venus finds her way in the Chi. So, yes.
Come on now. Come on, man. Look here. My people, we got to work on that. I mean, for real, because there's talent out here, and it really needs to be showcased, and everything's just not ghetto boutique chic. You know what I'm saying? Up front. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Like, bro, like, the fish is like rotten, son. I mean, I'm good on it. But whatever. Anyway,
yes.
I'm good on that. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, see, y'all got me acting a whole nother way right now. Okay. 9:00 around here. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Word with Ty Brownlow. I've been your host, Ty Brownlow. Remember, no one is worthless. No story is worthless. You can follow me all social media platforms, Word with Ty Brownlow. Or you can go to my website, tybrownlow.com. Y'all gonna get this wonderful conversation because, Venus brought the gospel today. And y'all can get other great conversations as well. Venus, we are out.
Thank you.